Hi, I'm back to share another piece of what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, I was singing. Sorry, something, something, sorry. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? I hope y'all do. And he be like, oh, sorry. Right? So we about to figure out why somebody is sorry. Why somebody is sorry. That's what we about to talk about. Yes, how was everybody's day? You know, everything on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. If the shoe fit, wear it. That means if you wear a 10 or a 12, please do not try to squeeze into an 8 or a 6. If it don't apply, let it fly. You know, um, this the energy that comes across the board might not be yours. It could be somebody that's around you or somebody that you know or somebody that around you or somebody you know, right? So we about to get in here in this space and we about to see what's up in this sacred space because we understand and we got notification that it's the revelation, right? So, do the revelation ever stop? No. The revelation keeps going and going and going and going, right? So, that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about what spirit is revealing because somebody is sorry and they're so sorry. They can't be on their own. No. They saying it from the top of their heart. But this heart is a dirty heart. And this is the person that is sorry. So we're about to figure out what's going on. Clarify this, Holy Spirit, archangels, ascended masters, ancestors, divine. We ask everyone to lead, guide, and assist. We ask for clarity. We ask for truth, and we ask for understanding. We ask for the spirit of discernment as well as our intuition to come about. Yeah. I don't know about nobody else, but what I do understand about life is um, life is what you put out in it. Yes, it is. The universe don't play about nothing or nobody. Everybody is afforded a choice and a chance, right? We should already know that at this point in the game, right? So we about to get to it for real. Options in the loser's place. 7 of Cups reversed. So somebody broke out. Oh, freak out. Freak out. Oh, freak out. Clarify to his spirit. Oh. 7 of Cups reversed. Illusions and confusions have been dumped on their head. 3 of Pentacles. So, I don't know which way is first. Okay. The 7 of Cups came out first. And then the collaboration. So the illusions over this collaboration has been busted wide open. Because again, we're unveiling things. So this person is sorry because that karma hitting them. These people. So far we got If it's 7 of Cups in the reverse and 3, that's 10. But so far, it's 3 people or a collaboration up to 10. Clarify this, Holy Spirit, the 7 of Cups reverse and the 3 of Pentacles. The Star reverse. So wherever these illusions was collaborate, they're not stars, right? They're not. These aren't pure people. These aren't pure people. These people don't have good intentions. These people like to keep people hidden. These people like to do things in a way that is sneaky or deceitful. This collaboration with the 7 of Cups coming out in the reverse first, and then the Star to come out in the reverse. These people have not waking up. Like, they're not. This collaboration was not a success. That's all I got to say. This collaboration was not a success. And I mean that in the most humblest. If you want to call it disrespect, you can call it that. But I mean that in the most humblest way. This collaboration was not successful. Because if the Star was in the upright, then it will be fruitful. It will be love there. It will be kind there. It will be in the upright. These stars aren't shining. No, they're not. Let me get some light. Hold on. I don't know how much that helped, but we're going to use what we got, right? Ah! Hold on. I noticed that's been happening a lot today, and it's cool, right? Because the illusions are broken, so we know that the distractions was there to keep the illusions. So we know when we're talking about some truth, something weird always happens, right? All right. Understand that. All right. Clarify this 7 of Cups reverse and this 3 of Pentacles. King of Cups reverse. Provider of emotional support and maturity in the reverse. So this collaboration, this remember they're not stars. These stars are in the reverse. So they don't have a loving heart and they're infantile. Infantile is immature. They have not grown up. So they're still doing childlike things on the strength of these people have not waken up out of their own illusions, right? Clarify the 7 of Cups reverse and the Star reverse. And that's the forward movement. So we're moving forward to these. We're moving in the future. We're headed to their forward movement right now. Because the illusions got lifted at this collaboration or with this collaboration. And we, society and spirit sees that they aren't mature and They do not provide emotional support. And moving forward for them, that looked like an emergency vehicle, not an ambulance. It's blue. Ambulances are red, but you see the right there, the emergency light. Hmm. Oh, that's not an emergency light. That's one of them people that's one of them peg people that you put inside there. So they're about to be alone moving forward in life. All of them. They're about to be separated, and they're about to be separated, and their forward movement is going to be lonely. But I do believe that's what they wanted for the child of God, right? Clarify this Three of Pentacles and this King of Cups reverse. What is that? Okay, we're going to see if they come back out. Clarify the Three of Pentacles and the King of Cups reverse. So this collaboration was heartless. And they won't be able to leave this behind. Eight of Cups reverse. They are in an emotional wreck. You got the Seven of Cups out here. You got the King of Cups out here. And you got the Eight of Cups reverse. All three of them is in reverse. This Three of Pentacles. So this collaboration, they're in the Five of Cups. They're grieving. If you know these people, you'll notice a change in their mood and their attitude and their movements. You'll notice a change in the way they speak and treat. You'll notice that their energy is a lot off kilter. You'll notice that that you probably can't stand to be around them for too long. Because of the choices we make, though, right? Right. Clarify this Star reverse in the Chariot. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Supporter of compassion and intuitive feelings. These people did not follow their intuition. So now we got a King of Cups in the reverse, a Queen of Cups in the reverse, and a collaboration. So again, that's 5. Initially, we came up with 10. So we're halfway there. And 5 means what, family? Change. 5 is the beginning stages. 6 is the reciprocity, the receipt that the universe has for you. And 7 is your investments. Right? Talk to me, Spirit. So, this King of Cups reverse misled this King of Cups and their collaboration under illusions that's been lifted, and nobody could leave it. They all have to face the consequences of their actions. Hold on, I gotta find my comforter. There we go. We found, because I'm dark, so I could be light and dark. I am in touch. So, okay. It's like my side of me darker than the other. And they're trying to manifest. They're trying to manifest this onto someone who they try to attach or swap destinies with. They're trying to manifest what they're going through onto someone else. Options and illusions in reverse. So they ran out of options. So while they were sitting there playing and throwing wands and throwing spells and being ignorant, guess what? It manifested into their own lives. Right? They can't leave it behind. This Queen of Cups reverse cannot leave none of that behind because they invited people into their karma that already had their own. And that's the thing. Nobody sat here and realized what people already had in motion. Clarify this King of Cups reverse and this Eight of Cups reverse. For the investments. The Seven of Pentacles. Waiting patiently. They was waiting patiently for somebody's opportunities to end, their collaborations to end, for nobody to care about them or their partner not to care about them, and for them to just be out there walking. They invested in that, and that's what's happening for these stars that's in the reverse. And nobody ain't gonna be able, they're not gonna have no intuition or none of that. They're just gonna be out there. So be mindful of the manifestations that you want in somebody's life. If you smart, you will do the manifestations over your own life. And if you have children, then you will protect them. Since we come to a time and everybody knows, and since everybody knows the definition of the revelation in the Bible or in the books of life that we are provided, that provide us this information of the knowing of the revealing, right? Without even being present with these people. It's all about energy, right? It's a blessing that we get to see from a distance the punishment of the wicked. Clarify the Chariot for this Queen of Cups reverse. So forward movement for the Queen of Cups reverse. This Queen of Swords is waiting patiently. This Queen of Swords is waiting patiently. She's waiting patiently. Supporter of truth and protection. This Queen of Swords is waiting patiently for the wheel to turn in these people's favor. See, because everybody was afforded a choice and a chance. Yeah, because she took a leap of faith to reveal the darkest day before dawn to these people. The Ten of Swords. She gave them their swords back. Yeah, because they try to cause endings. It's exposed that they wanted endings for this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Cups reverse. Who cast illusions over everything and everyone. That's the part that cracks me up. So we're about to pull from another deck because I'm, again, on a time management. So I'm trying something new with time management, right? So some people wonder if the other person is doing nefarious things to them. This is the thing about wondering about what somebody else is doing. When you wonder about what somebody else is doing, you miss out on what you're supposed to be doing. Can I say that again? I'm going to say it anyway. When we wonder about what somebody else is doing, we miss out on what we're supposed to be doing. And that's when our dreams and aspirations get flushed down the toilet, because we're not putting no energy into what applies to us. Say the wages of sin and death, but the gift of God is eternal life, and do not conform to the ways and the sins of the world. Yeah, because they don't have access, because they conform to the ways of the sins of the world, right? They've been denied this collaboration of people who don't provide emotional support to others or themselves around them, that can't leave the situation alone, that's waiting for access, they can't gain it. They will never be able to return to somebody who they did something like that to. Quite frankly, I can't even tell you why they would even think that they could. These gay people. So let me tell you about these. So evidently they've been throwing magic to try to get somebody to be interested in the same sex. But this is the thing. You're trying to control how somebody else feel and view themselves. Again, I couldn't wait till this card come out. The illusion about this shit has been, it's been blew up. It's been blew up. You're doing that so you could try to get somebody to lose their spiritual contract, right? That's the secret. Yeah, that's the secret, because this is how the card came out. Yeah, because you're attracted to this person. But since it came out face down, that means you want lust to rule this person. And it's a projection. And you tried to hide that. Hold on. It's a projection. You're projecting that towards an air sign, a Gemini. But access is denied. So again, while we're sitting up here putting our energy into someone else, we're giving our power away, dummy. Right? Right. Clarify this Queen of Cups reverse and the Queen of Swords. This Queen of Cups reverse wanted to be the Queen of Swords, and she was using candle magic, and that's why it's all going back. Access is denied. What part of you not understanding that this person's vibration is so high? What you doing ain't causing nothing to no effects. Yeah. It's saying that you are an illusionist. So basically, you told a collaboration. So you gave an illusion about somebody, and you told them that they was into you same sex wise, right? And they in their feelings, all of y'all in your feelings, because this person that you lied on with an illusions isn't the way that you want them to be. Again, a projection. What part of this shit do y'all not understanding? So I'm gonna tell you. If you don't have access to that person energetically, and what you're projecting out or what you wishing for that person, and that's not in their nature, their vibration will remain high. Okay? So go ahead, eat you some chili dogs and some chips or some fries. Don't forget to put mustard and onions on that chili dog now. because you want some ignorant shit. Clarify waiting patiently, the Seven of Pentacles, and access denied, access in reverse. You waiting patiently. So you wanted to send that to somebody who's not even that way. No tea or shade towards that community. But how you going to try to force somebody else's boat to come your way so you could energy harvest? Even if they did go that way, you honestly think that they would come to you for sexual support? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't even use your dirty ass shirt to get over a fucking puddle. Again, Jesus walked on water. And he's here. Seven of Pentacles, access reverse. They want the guard down. They want the guard down. And they are insecure. They are not safe. Since they don't have access to this Queen of Swords, they realize they're not safe. So again, we realize that karma hits different. It hit your way expeditiously. How long did you think it was? Did you actually think that what you manifested for somebody else who you don't have access to, did you think that it was going to manifest in their lives when it was a projection all along? Who's been under the illusion the whole time? You got a spell on you. Clarify the Queen of Swords and the Candle Magic reverse for these superficial people. So three of these people showed their face. Where you at? Yeah, you was being fake towards the collective. You wanted the collective to be a braggart, but that's not what the collective is. And it's natural. It's nothing that we studied. That's where we learn it from. The Olarum himself. Try it. But he don't want you. You're too filthy. Access reverse and guarded reverse. You're not safe. Because of y'all's desires. Because of y'all's unhealthy desires. Say it again with me. Unhealthy desires. Yeah. Clarify access reverse and guarded reverse. You're in isolation. Or y'all was waiting. You're alone. Y'all was waiting patiently for access. But it's in the reverse. Clarify candle magic and superficial people. Gemini, like I said, this air sign. Why do you want to keep playing? Where you are unfamiliar. See, they used to call my granddaddy Lying Chris. That nigga wasn't lying about shit. That nigga kept it real. They just didn't want to hear the truth. Excuse me. If he was lying, he wouldn't have had abundance, or he wouldn't have been prosperous. If he was a liar, he wouldn't have been smart enough to go to the army at the age of 14. He chose to run away and lie about his age. He wouldn't have been smart to do that. Right? Clarify this isolation and this Gemini. Y'all wanted to isolate a Gemini. Y'all wanted to gain access to isolate a Gemini. who is versatile, who uses the fuck out of their throat chakra. That's what y'all wanted to do? A chosen one, though. The one. But see, when y'all did this to this Gemini went within and found solace in an unknown place. Yes, they did. And they start working on every single thing that made them uncomfortable in spirit and in flesh, right? And then this Gemini that y'all was dirt digging on started exposing y'all, right? That's how it went? Yeah. Because y'all wanted to be toxic. Y'all wanted to make this person look like they were harmful. Y'all wanted to make this person seem like they wasn't secure or safe. Right? Mm-hmm. See, so this star reversed with the Chariot beside it. It didn't say Queen of Cups in the reverse. So this is your plan. That was your plan to the Queen of Swords, who you was doing candle magic toward and being fake. At the same time, you are interacting with them, right? But what you wanted for this Gemini Queen of Cups reverse came back to you, right? So do not forget the energy comes from you. Okay? Don't forget that. Because you're projecting and your projections don't reach. So again, you're unsmart, as Uncle Boo said last night in my dream. And my auntie said, you better quit it. Because you think you're seeing stuff now, you ain't seen nothing yet. Okay? So be careful, right? About your harmfulness or harmful ways or who you're trying to harm, right? Clarify isolation in Gemini. You want to isolate a Gemini. You want to isolate somebody who's attractive or attracting. That's what y'all wanted, right? But it's game over for y'all, right? Yes, it is. Because you infatuated with this Gemini's moolah or abundance or of fortunes or their good, they're good returns from the universe. There's no such thing as luck. No tea or shade, however you choose to use your words. Just be careful. Yeah, because this narcissist is very toxic. Mm-hmm. They do drugs, and everybody know it. Clarify pretentious Gemini. Yeah, you sunk candle magic to a Queen of Swords, so you could steal. You did this at Cancer time. You did this in July. You wanted to steal this Gemini's abundance, this Gemini's fortune, this Gemini's ability. You wanted to steal that. Where'd you thought you was going to go when you did that? Right? Right. Clarify. Enticing and attractive. Empowerment. You tried to isolate someone who's attractive, but they went within. But y'all want to call this Gemini a witch. But this Gemini, this Queen of Swords, is not doing candle magic at y'all. Spirit's telling it. But y'all want to scream witch. But why would y'all scream it if that's not you? You telling on yourself? You told on yourself? I just want to scratch my nose off my whole face. You told on yourself. Clarify this. Clarify Gemini and death. You want to steal from the Gemini. That's it. That's okay. You didn't get the victory. No, you didn't. Capricorn either. Earth sign. Y'all didn't get the victory. No. Y'all didn't get the victory. The illusions is up. And this Gemini know it. This Gemini is the reason why y'all secrets is out. When this Gemini was born, y'all didn't know that this Gemini came from spirit and in truth. Y'all didn't know I was a direct descent of Jesus Christ. You didn't know that. Well, now you do. Now you do. So, you are not welcome if your soul is dirty to join us here on a spiritual journey. You ain't welcome if your soul is dirty. And it looked like, from my perspective, sitting on my throne, in the 33rd degree, it looked like ain't no washing this. This looked like it's a forever and a day, ever and a day, forever and forever, baby. You forever, yeah. My ancestors are ignorant. Always, forever. You're gonna have that dance. You're gonna dance all night. Clarify empowerment and victory in reverse. No, what's this energy, spirit? This is an oracle card. We're gonna do that again. We pulling from the Celtic Oracle, and we about to close this. We about to roll this John. We about to roll this John on out, all right? Clarify this, Holy Spirit. What's the message here? The eternal knot. Let me read you about the eternal knot. You are interconnected. Strengthen bonds with those around you. You are interconnected. Strengthen bonds with those around you. But however, beware of people like this Queen of Cups in the reverse and the King of Cups in the reverse and their posses. Be careful, right? Because those type of people, you see how this knot is all tangled and all that good stuff is tangled and it's going in different loops. And like people like this King and this Queen of Cups reverse, they and their collaborations, they will try to get people to be in this position or mindset all of their life by doing things to them behind the scenes. Okay, we want two more. Yeah, and that might activate your spiritual journey. And then you'll hear your ancestors speak to you and they'll help you balance this out. Okay? Clarify eternal knot. Eternal knot. Story nights. Right? What Story Night have to say? Story Night, the universe watches over you. You are not alone. You hear that, boo? Queen of Cups and King of Cups reverse and your collaborations that's in reverse or anybody that deal with you on any level. The universe is watching over us. Anybody who's throwing, ill will or doing sorcery, because divination is not the way the community I represent or am within for spirituality. And I don't interact with a lot of people, but I interact with spirituality people through the internet and stuff like that. I really don't do no close proximity energy exchange because I'm protecting my shit at all costs, baby. Okay? I'm not paranoid. I ain't none of that. I'm just safe and careful. Okay? It's only two beings a lot of my energy feels right now. Until I decide to. Okay? But you're going to be screened and vetted before you come here. But they are not alone. We are not alone. The universe is here with us. So while y'all thinking y'all doing something, just know it's seen. And the people you're doing it to, you're helping them wake up quicker. You think you're hurting these people. You know how they told us at church that you get stars in your crown. You help save a soul. They getting stars in they getting stars in their crowns too, but they're not the stars of the light. And their crown is not pretty like ours. Their crown is, y'all remember the crown that Jesus had on when he was on the cross? That's their crown. That's why they always throwing magic and shit, because they can't come out of no other mind state than that. Don't forget that. Sacred circle in the reverse. We don't have to worry, but they do, because they don't have a sacred circle, right? Unity and protection. You are part of a greater whole. They are not. So we're going to roll out of here with that, and I'll be back with another one. Until next time, stay up, be one, be true to yourself, drink your water and mind your business, spread love and compassion, but you can't do that unless you go within first. Don't ever forget that, because true love comes from the divine, the Olarum, and once you master that and find it within you, then your cup runneth over. Ashe.